I don't think that black people would be against all white towns. I think personally we should let them build all the all white towns that they want to build. The thing I think about it is if they don't want any blacks in their town, that they should have signs up, when you're riding into towns, blacks not welcome here. There should be a gas station right at the edge of town where coloreds could go over there and get some gas and keep going to get out of their town. Now, if the town is all up in the mountains and off the beaten track, now you know that black person is looking for the town. But I mean, just your everyday traveler, if you have all white town, you should make accommodations for them to at least keep going and pass through your town. You can't say people can't even drive by, without you shooting them or something. So that wouldn't make any kind of sense. The law would even come against you in most cases. So I'm not against. I would like to see some all black towns. The thing of what I'm saying is the blacks are not going to try to burn down an all white town. We're not going to try to murder the people, stop them from prospering, or any of that kind of stuff. It's not going to happen. The blacks are just going to avoid the town. That's all we're going to do. We're going to say, okay, you want an all white town? Y'all want to do that? Do it. This is America. Should be able to have an all white town. So for me, it's not an issue. People are trying to politicize it, and I noticed that the talk about it has died down. It's not up in the front of the news anymore. So I just wanted to jump on and give my opinion and tell you that I would like to see all black towns, okay, because I know we'll prosper. The problem is mostly in the educational part where we were held back. So the engineers who would have to design and build the not plumbing, the sewage system. You need sewer systems, you need power plants, just the stuff that it takes to run a city and keep it going. And that's where the taxes come in, that somebody's got to fund this and charge the people for the services and all of that. But I don't think that we should be concerned about if they want an all white town or not. There's nothing for us to protest. What do we care? You know what I'm saying? Have all the white towns you want. All I'm saying is don't be making people innocent victims because your town didn't want them there. So they just casually, grandma driving through that town, heading to go see her daughter somewhere. And then you're going to shoot up the place because of her color. All right, you could have put some signs up, Grandma, you're kind of not welcome here. Okay, she'll understand that and keep going, or turn around and go around that town or something. You could at least give a warning, not just come out in the Klan hoods and stuff and attack people. We wouldn't do that to you. So as far as I'm concerned, it's always somebody behind this stuff and somebody paying for it. It reminds me of, just the gangsters and the poor people. Okay, just go to any city, right? And a gang is on the poor side of town. Well, you'll see the gang members with the most expensive handguns and rifles that you said if you're poor, how come your gun costs $1,500 and it's a handgun? How did you get $1,500 to buy the gun? How did you get a license to buy the gun? Where did you get all the ammo from? So it's all supplied from here to Africa. The guns, the bombs, speaking of the guns, the gangs are useless if you think you're going to take something in America, or you think you're going to be so tough that you'll go up against the system and the police, and you're so bad that you'll take on the army. So, okay, they know how many weapons there are in America, right? So they're just going to say, now I could send my men in there with all their body armor on and let them charge in there. But they know that a lot of their men are going to get towed up because people will shoot you in the foot, shoot you in the knees, shoot you in the groin, shoot you in the neck. They're just throwing bullets, okay? So instead of them risking any of their officers, they'll send one drone in and blow up the whole building or the whole block. All right, I told you in the story before how they did that in the East. I think it was Philadelphia or something. They just dropped a bomb on them, took out 12 city blocks. Okay, if you push them too far, they are the masters of war, the masters of killing, the masters of evil. And so, if your gang is not on their side, which it is most of the time, if the gang is not on their side, then they won't last long, or they better not act like they're a threat to them. You ever notice that they never take out all the gangs? Because the gangs work for them. The gangs are selling their drugs. The gangs are getting their weapons. It's always been like this, especially in Chicago, okay? So, the one thing you can say about Chicago is that voting time, you can't get any alcohol. You can't get any drugs. It was always like that since the Al Capone days. Okay, since I'm all over the place. I want you to know that this started out with me talking about all white towns and how I'm not against it. It's because if you want to live separate from other people, I don't think we should keep you from doing that. It's when you say, if you come in my town, we're going to do this to you, we're going to do that to you. Then you're forcing us to defend ourselves. And so we didn't drive down the road for a war. We was going somewhere, trying to get to a destination. So I'm not against the all white towns at all, because it's their town. They want to build a town, let them build a town. We don't have to go to their town. We don't have to shop at their stores. We don't have to buy their gasoline or anything, We don't have to go in their town. So as long as they can be self-sufficient and take care of themselves and their kids and educate them and, do what's needed, I think more groups should do that. And as far as the black community is concerned, we need to be educating ourselves. We don't need to be dependent on everybody else to educate us. After all these years, we don't have enough black scholars to have black universities, black schools, black programs, without, but what happens every time you do something like that? They say, oh, that's discriminatory. You can't do this. You can't do that. Now they want to control the races, what we do, how we act, just govern us. And that personally, me, I'm not under the law. Okay. The law is for the lawless. And I am enjoying being all over the place, okay? In case you wondered. All right, maybe that's enough for me free flowing and just talking today. So I'll conclude with, let the people build any kind of town they want to build, as long as they can afford it, as long as they're not abusing their people in secret, like some type of society or something like that. Send the FBI in, you can always find out. I don't know how much help that'll be with you, judging by what I've seen on the Epstein files. I don't think the FBI could really help us in any type of way. You know what I'm saying? They doing whatever the boss say do. And that's it. And that's how the country always been ran. Ever since I've been alive, and I'm pretty old. And I'm telling you, it's all crooked. It's all evil. And it's all anti-God.